Good morning, parents. Here, Coach Avi Bench. Hope all is well. So, for a very rare time, this video is going to be only serious and important. No joking today. It's something that I take extremely to heart. Anything that has to do with kids' health and wellness, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, I'm a very big, vocal activist, advocate for our kids. What our kids have endured is absolutely torturous, unacceptable, and us as parents, we have to do everything to protect them. For those that know me, I don't need to introduce myself. For those that don't know me, that will see this video via social media sharing, I'm Coach Avi again. I am a coach, trainer, for adults and kids, but today it's all about the kids, mentor, tutor, and anything that is regarding kids' childhood, education, growth. I'm there and I'm ready to listen and ready to help. And this is what I'm doing today. So hopefully you guys could stay with me very quickly. I've been in touch with a couple of lawyers, a very good team of lawyers from Virtulex Avocat. The info is going to appear on the screen as we go on. I spoke to Maître William Desrochers and Maître Jean-François Giraud. Excellent people. We had very long conversations, and I'm here to share what's going on. So on November 8th, they filed a lawsuit against the Quebec government for the discriminatory vaccine passport for kids from the age of 13 to 17 that they're not able to play sports. How can a child at 12 years old and 364 days not be deemed dangerous, but as he turns 13 years old, he can't play anymore? And that didn't sit well with these lawyers, and they decided to take action. They have over 80 parents right now in their file with 6 major testimonials that they will be using to defend their case. At the very beginning, they didn't have much hope, but they still went forward, and they're hiring experts. They're hiring impartial, reputable medical, psychological, epidemiologist experts in order to defend their case against this vaccine passport pertaining to sports and kids. The government lawyers, they cross-examined the parents. They took all the notes, and indeed we have a big case. On April 8th, again, I'm making sure I want to give all the information that is correct. April 8th exactly. Our lawyers, so Maître Desrochers and Maître Giraud, along with the experts that they are hiring with our help, and I'll get to that very soon. So on April 8th, they will counter the government lawyers, so counter evidence, and hopefully get a hearing June 2022. So in June 2022, they want to have a hearing with an official hearing with the judge in order to vanquish and to win this case. Once again, like I said, this is for our kids. Whether we do or not do, whether we have an idea or no idea, the amount of pressure that our kids have sustained, the amount of damage, mental damage especially. You'll hear all these statistics about how many kids are depressed, discouraged. They have no motivation. They're in bad shape, whether physically or mentally. I see it myself. I speak to a lot of kids. I train a lot of kids, whether it be training or whether it be for educational purposes, and I see it. I see the damage, and this video is good because we can talk about it, and we know that we have lawyers finally that are fighting for our kids. So, in conclusion, these lawyers are working pro bono. So Maître Desrochers and Maître Giroux are working pro bono. The parents involved, I think her name is Caroline Roy. She started a GoFundMe account, not for them to get their coffees and their sandwiches for lunch. This is solely alone to get the impartial, reputable experts that will help them win this case. And they don't come cheap. I spoke to Maître Giroux, and he mentioned that he's getting a lot of help from U.S. lawyers. So this case is getting a lot of attention, and they need us, the parents, the principals, the teachers, the coaches, and everybody that wants to get involved in order for our kids to get back to the regular routine, which is to be kids, to have fun, to play sports, to be in class with their classmates, and not be bombarded and pressured and secluded from society. Because the damage that we're doing now to our kids, we're not going to see it now, but in 5, 10, 15 years, so help us God. So once again, I'm going to show the information is going to show on the screen. There's going to be the email of Maître Jean-François Giroux. He's the one that's mainly in charge and taking the information. I'm going to be posting also the GoFundMe account. Again, whether it's $10, whether it's $100, $1,000, whatever the case is, they already accumulated close to $25,000. They need another $10,000 for the experts and to work on the case. I did my part, so I'm not here pitching anything. My wife and I already donated, and I'm taking it a step further, and I want to promote it as much as I can. I know there's a lot of heavy hitters in our community, a lot of movers and shakers. I'm not shy to say it. So if not for your kids, then for who? So once again, I hope you guys are taking this seriously as much as I am. I know I did my part, so I don't feel guilty. So once again, all the information is going to appear. The GoFundMe, please support them. It's not for them. This is all going for our kids. And I'll be posting the email as well for the lawyer in the event if you guys have questions. They are transparent like you cannot believe. So hopefully in June, they will win for us. And our kids, we will show them that, and this is the most important message we want to show our kids, that we don't cower. We don't just obey. We don't just okay, no problem. No. If something is unfair, we always teach our kids, if something is unjust and doesn't make sense, we teach our kids to inquire, to ask questions, to dig deeper, to use critical thinking, to fight for what's right. And this is what we're showing our kids. And if we could win this fight for our kids, then who knows what's next? Who knows what other challenge we'll be able to beat, to overcome. And most importantly, our kids are going to look at us and say, wow, my dad, my coach, my teacher, the friend of my dad, my dad's friend, he fought for me. Imagine how we will impact these kids in a positive, empowering way. And that's how exactly I teach my students, my scholars, and my athletes to empower, to show them to fight for what they believe in, and that everything is possible. So again, thank you for listening to me. This is all about, once again, our kids. All the information is going to be there. So Godspeed, and may God be with us. And like he said, if not for our kids, then for who?